Hello, this is P4, and this is episode 5 for our Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke. Last episode, we got the Divine Goods back for the Divine Mr. Stone, and we hopped on Mr. Barney's ship, Mr. Barney's that old guy over there, and made it to Dewford Town. We also got a very important item, the Old Rod. We're going to use that Old Rod right now, actually, to get a new Pokemon here. So let's just hop right into that. I kind of left you on a cliffhanger last time. So we're going to whip out this Old Rod. Oh yeah, just a tip, in real life, if an old guy offers you his rod, just say no, please. So we didn't catch a bite this time, we're going to try it again. Not even a nibble. Okay, we're going to move over to the right, maybe that'll help, probably not. It really doesn't matter where you fish. And we got a Pokemon this time though, so. And what Pokemon is it? A Sneasel! It looks cool, but it's actually not that good. Sneasel is a dark ice type. The problem with that is the same problem with Absol. Sneasel has high attack, but the problem is that dark and ice aren't physical, they're special, so that means Sneasel really doesn't get to use that high attack. Nonetheless, it's better than having nothing, so I am going to try to catch this Sneasel. Oh, that's right, it used Taunt. I can't use Leech Seed. So I'm going to switch into Scarecrow, because Scarecrow is not taunted, so he could use Leech Seed. Taunt makes it that you can only use moves that directly damage the opponent. Leech Seed, although it damages the opponent, does not directly damage them. It does residual damage. So that's why we can't use Leech Seed after being taunted. So Sneasel keeps leering at us, trying to scare down our Scarecrow, but Scarecrow doesn't get scared that easily. So really, we have plenty of Pokeballs, so I'm just going to start chucking Pokeballs at it now. I don't see any reason not to. Sneasel's catch rate isn't all that high. So once we weaken it a little bit, it really wouldn't be a problem. I'm not worried about Sneasel really hurting me too much because Leech Seed is going to keep healing me, even after the Leers. My Scarecrow is impish, which means his defense is increased, so I'm not too worried about some simple scratches. And we're just going to keep chucking Pokeballs. Now I just need to think of a nickname for Sneasel. Well, I said it earlier that I think I said it in an earlier episode that I wanted to nickname a Pokemon after a Sonic character, and Sneasel looks like that might work. But what Sonic character? Maybe Shadow. Is there a Weasel in Sonic? I wish my friend was here. He knows a lot about Sonic. I can't think of a Weasel character in Sonic, but I don't know much about Sonic. I admit I'm not a very big Sonic fan, but Sonic's pretty cool though. Maybe we'll just name him Shadow. I feel that's kind of generic though. He's still not getting caught. He's just being stubborn. I may use a Great Ball, but I'm not that concerned yet. We have a couple more turns of Leech Seed. You gotta catch him before he dies though. When he gets into red, I'll use a Great Ball. Didn't even look at once. Come on, Sneasel. Yeah, as you can see, I have almost full health now. Leech Seed's a pretty solid move for catching Pokemon. And here comes the Break Off. This should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. Sneasel's catch rate isn't that high. And there we go. We caught Sneasel. Sneasel's data was added to the Pokedex. Sneasel scales trees by punching its hooked claws into the bark. It seeks out unguarded nests and steals eggs for food while the parents are away. It's a male Sneasel. I was actually going to name it Rouge from Sonic, but it was a female, but it's a male, unfortunately. We're just going to name it Shadow from Sonic. Too bad Sneasel doesn't have an attack like Chaos Control. That'd be cool. Oh, nope, did not mean to add that space. Alright, so let's take a look at this member of the team. We have Sneasel. And right now he just knows Scratch, Leer, and Taunt. Not a great move pool, but it's not a bad... yeah, it's a pretty bad one, but Scratch at least inflicts damage. So we're going to heal up our Sneasel quick. I may train Sneasel off screen because it'd be kind of boring to watch me train. Don't worry, I won't cheat. If Sneasel faints, I'll tell you guys. I know you have no way of believing me. You just have to trust me there. That's one of the reasons why I show all the trainer battles, so you guys don't go, Paul, you probably cheated. You didn't show the trainer battles because one of your Pokemon got knocked out. As you can see, this is not Dewford Town. If you take one step past this house, you're in Route 107. So this is actually a new area, and we can catch another new Pokemon here. So we can actually redeem ourselves. Oh, I forgot to point this out earlier. Since Sneasel, or Shadow, sorry, is an Ice type, we actually have something to use against flying Pokemon now. So I'm actually excited about that. Looks like things may be looking up, unless we use our old route again. Fishing, 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 the fisherman life for me. Not even a nibble. Oh, come on. The fisherman life isn't for me. I can't. I get pretty bored when I fish, I admit. I mean, if I fish with friends, it's fun, but I can never fish alone. I've gone fishing with friends a few times. It's fun if you go to goof around and not to catch fish. Catching fish part is a bonus for me. Alright. There's nothing on this beach. Nothing. Pollution, it's just... it's draining the oceans. Overfishing. Oh, a bite! I was too busy flapping my jaws, flapping my gums, and I missed the bite. Alright, this time I got though, so... What is it? What is it? What is it? Ammonite! That actually makes sense that it's in the water. A Sneasel? What the heck's a Sneasel doing in the water? Who knows? But Ammonite makes sense. Plus, Ammonite's a rock type, so that's another counter to flying types. So I'm going to use Sunspore to paralyze it again. I'm going to use a similar strategy as I use against the Sneasel. Though, since Ammonite's a rock type, I don't think rock will kill it. Then again, I'm twice its level, so I'm not going to risk it. Actually, I'm going to go into Shadow and weaken it down with some scratches. That shouldn't do too much. Constrict is a really weak attack, but it has a chance to lower speed. That still doesn't make it worth it. Constrict is terrible, honestly. So we better hope we get rid of Constrict quickly. And it's going to withdraw to higher its defenses. That's annoying. Yeah, this is doing nothing. I'm not sure how high Ammonite's catch rate is, because you can't catch an Ammonite in the wild, so I never really looked it up. So maybe I should just try throwing Pokeballs at it now. I think I'm going to try that. Let's give it a try. No harm, right? Alright, I think we're going to name this Ammonite. Oh, that worked quite well. That was easy. We're going to name Ammonite one of the ancient and long since extinct Pokemon that have been regenerated from fossils by humans. If attacked, it withdraws into its hard shell. Hence the move withdraw. If anything on white, we're going to name this Ammonite Squidward Tentacles. Not Tentacles, just Squidward, because there's not enough room for all that, but Squidward from SpongeBob. I'm sure you guys watch SpongeBob. Who doesn't watch SpongeBob, honestly? I know some of my college friends that still watch SpongeBob. I don't have cable, so I don't get to watch SpongeBob, but if I could, I'd be watching SpongeBob. And here's Squidward. Let's take a quick look at Squidward. Swift Swim, which means his speed is doubled in weather, or in rainy weather, that is. And he's Bashful, which means none of his stats are increased. None of his stats are influenced by his nature positively or negatively, so that's not that bad. While we don't have a boost, we don't have a negative effect on our stats either, so that's not that bad. I'm fine with that. So we're going to heal up our paralyzed Squidward quick. And we can give the letter to Steven, which is why we came here in the first place. After we deliver the letter, we'll be able to come back here and battle the Dewford Town gym leader. So we have that to look forward to. Who's this lady? Dewford is a tiny island community. And if something gets trendy here, everyone picks up on it right away. Alright, whatever. To say, I like what's hip, happening, and trendy. I'm always checking it out. Listen, have you heard about this new well class? Well class? What? That's right, of course you know. I mean, sheesh, well class. It's the hottest thing and cool. The hottest thing and cool? That's a phrase? Those words go together? What? Maybe we should start saying that, guys. It's the hottest thing and cool. Wherever you're from, world class is the biggest happening thing, right? No, I've never heard of it in my life. Huh? It's not the hip and happening thing? Well, hey, you have to tell me what's new and what's in. Now this is fun. We get to tell them what's the new thing. World class, it's lame. We should do... We're actually going to do something Magikarp. What should we do, Magikarp? Actions. Let's see what actions we have. We're going to do... I think I know what we're going to do. We're going to do Magikarp. No, not status. Darn it. We're going to do Magikarp. Let's go down all the way to Magikarp quick. Magikarp. What should we have Magikarp do? Magikarp. Magikarp forgets, feigns, gives. Magikarp knows. Remember that, guys. Magikarp knows. He's watching you. He's always watching. Huh? Magikarp knows. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I knew that. I knew it all along. Of course I know about that. Magikarp knows, right? Yeah, that's it. It's there, isn't it? Magikarp knows. The coolest are what? It's the hippest. It's the hippest thing in hip. Oh gosh, this guy just needs to calm down. You think I not knew about that? Well, class, it's like so 5 minutes ago. Now Magikarp knows is what's vital and in tune with the times. Yeah, whatever, guy. You should get life. So we go up here. This is Route 106. What's this? A new route? That's right. To the right of Dewford Town was Route 107. So we can actually catch a new Pokemon here with a fishing rod. 3 Pokemon in 1 episode? That's right. Well, hopefully 3 Pokemon in 1 episode. We haven't caught this thing yet. Oh, but it got away. I totally pressed A. My finger must have slipped. And we got it right. Pokemon's on the hook. Let's see what it is this time. A Houndoom. That is pretty cool. I'm afraid Toad's going to hit by a fire attack, so I'm actually going to go into... What's Squidward know? He just knows Constrict? Yeah, he just knows Constrict. Maybe I can weaken him with... Actually, you know what? Wait. I know Toad can take a fire attack, so I'm actually going to go for a Stun Spore. Because unless he gets a critical hit, I'm taking a big move here. Yeah, okay. I was taking a big risk there, because if he got a critical hit, he could have potentially killed me. But I'm pretty confident that Brillium can survive an Ember attack. Squidward definitely can, because that water-rock combo double resists the flamethrower. So we're going to constrict this Houndoom. Yeah, Ember did 2 damage. That's not very impressive at all. We'll keep constricting. Yeah, he has Leer and Howl. Howl higher his attack, Leer lowers his defense, physical defense. But Ember is a special attack, so those moves don't combo very well. So this Houndoom really can't touch Squidward, because Squidward is just a boss. Remember, guys, you can always give me nickname suggestions in the comments below. I like Squidward's nickname, but I really don't like my Sneasel's nickname. I'm sure you guys can come up with a lot better name for Sneasel. When I get to the name rater, I'll be able to change it, so... I already know a name for this Houndoom. You can't change my name about this nickname, because I like the nickname I'm going to use. I nickname all my dog Pokemon this. I name it after my dog in real life, Cody. Who is a collie, by the way. Collies are cool. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just slowly constricting this thing like a python. It really doesn't have a chance. It actually hasn't even been attacking me that much because it's been para-haxed so many times. That's not the Pokeball slot. We're going to throw some Pokeballs at it now. I'm going to hurt it a little more. Houndoom's catch rate's fairly high. I'm going to get down in red quick. And, yeah, I'm not doing too much at all. If it burns me, I'll be a little sad. Just a little bit. And one more, we'll put it in red. I don't think a crit can kill it from here. It depends on my damage roll. Yeah. I was just talking about it. Alright. I'm surprised he hasn't burnt me yet. Ember has a chance to burn the target. And that didn't... Okay, I'm going to use my Great Balls. Because Great Balls are great. You can make so many immature jokes about Great Balls. So I won't do it. Boom. Today was a very successful episode. 3 new Pokemon. None of them are bad either. Sneasel was probably the worst one. Houndoom definitely the best one in my opinion. In a Houndoom pack, the one with its horns raked sharply back serves a leadership role. They choose their leadership by fighting among themselves. So we're going to give it a name to this Houndoom. I already told you what it's going to be. It's going to be Cody after my dog. I love my dog Cody. He's so awesome. He's a big baby though. He's honestly the... He's scared of everything. And he's a big dog too. He isn't small. I'm only a little taller than him. If he stretched out, I'm about 6 foot. I'm taller than 6 feet, so that's not something to scoff at. My dog's pretty big. If I lay down and he lay down, I wouldn't be all that much taller than him. But he's still afraid of everything. He's really afraid of other dogs, actually. Little dogs, not big dogs. He's okay with big dogs, but he's scared of little dogs. I think that's so funny. Anyways, we have a Houndoom. We already know his moves already, pretty much. Leer, Howl, and Ember, probably. Yeah. And I'm actually gonna put him in front. We probably have to switch him out to really train him, but it's a start. Actually, can I give him an Oran Berry? I think I'm gonna give him an Oran Berry just to be safe. I really should be giving all my Pokemon items. I haven't given Paulina one yet. I might as well give Paulina an Oran Berry quick. I won't be using Squidward and Shadow this episode. I'll train them up off screen. So, we're on Route 106 again. Let's see what this fisherman has to say. What do people do if they need to go to a washroom? What if my rod hooks a big one while I'm in the washroom? I just can't go. That's actually a problem. That's another reason why I like to fish with friends. If you're alone, you can't leave your rod no matter what. But if you have a friend, you'd be like, hey, watch my rod for me, buddy. That's if you have a good friend. If you have a bad friend, he may let the fish go or keep it himself and say he caught it. Alright, Tentacool. We're definitely have to get Houndoom out of there because Tentacool is a water type. And we'll go into Toad. Because Toad has cut. And because although Tentacool is a water type, grass attacks don't do too much because he's also part poison. And as you can see, he confused me there, which means I may hurt myself in confusion. And by may, you probably will. The player always hurts himself in confusion. And Poison Sting always poisons. Yeah, see. Actually, I'm really afraid I'm going to switch out to get rid of the confusion. I'm going to switch to... I could switch to Squidward to resist it, but he's still pretty weak. I'll switch to Paulina, because he doesn't care if he's poisoned. Or she doesn't care if she's poisoned, because of the guts. And of course, she is poisoned. That means I actually might be able to do some damage to this Tentacool. Poison also resists fighting. But I still take it out in one hit. That wasn't even a critical hit, I don't think. Unless I missed it when it came on screen. And Toad grew a level. And it's trying to learn Mega Drain. So we're actually getting a good grass move now. Let's get rid of Absorb. Mega Drain is basically Absorb, but better. So there's no reason to keep Absorb anymore. Mega Drain is more powerful, so that means you inflict more damage and get more health back. I'm actually going to go back and heal quick, because being poisoned is not good. I can walk confidently, because my Pokemon had a lot of health, so I don't have to constantly worry about them dying from the poison. But it's always a good thing to be safe. That's a very important rule in Nuzlocke. Be safe. If you even sense that something could go wrong, try to take precautions to prevent that. Let's see what the science is here. Trainer tips. Advice on catching Pokemon with a rod. Yeah, you just basically press A when it says, ooh, a bite. Which do you prefer, fishing in the sea or the stream? Well, I have only fished in the sea so far, so I guess sea. And we have Fisherman Elliot. Who just... Oh, is he another Magikarp trainer, really? How much does an Ember do to a Magikarp? Probably not that much. No, that does more than I thought. Alright, let's train Cody up with this Magikarp here. That's not too bad. I'm actually fine with that damage. Magikarp doesn't... Of all his stats, Special Defense is actually one of Magikarp's highest. Magikarp's highest stat is his speed. Magikarp doesn't actually have that bad speed. But all his other stats are garbage. I don't trust this Tentacool, though. I'm going to go into... I really don't have a choice. I have to use Toad, because Toad is the only one that can really damage the thing with Cut. Karate Chop did a lot last time, but that was after the Guts boost. And we get poisoned again. Yes. I'm going to be lazy and use a Petra Seed this time after the battle. O-Code. Because we got the power. He sends out Magikarp, but yeah, I'm just going to use Mega Drain quick to heal up. Because as you can see, I took some damage this battle. Mega Drain... I'd say Balloon is definitely the MVP of the team right now. Once we level up Houndoom a bit, Houndoom probably will be. But as of now, Toad is definitely the best guy. Like in Deep Sea Fishing, I'd lost spectacularly. Wow, this is a fisherman that can't even fish. He's just a failure at life. Fishing's great, but so is battling. If you don't mind, can we meet again? And this is the first trainer, besides May, we get on our Pokenav. Which means he'll call us constantly, telling us about the Pokemon he just barely caught. And I really hate how the first option there is the check tag feature. Look, you want to go use, so you just quickly tap an N, you get check tagged, and you can see how sweet and delicious a Pecha Berry is. Who cares how sweet and delicious a Pecha Berry is? You just want to use the darn thing. Alright now. Oh look, what's this secret little passage over here? Does it lead to an item? No, it leads to... Oh, it does lead to an item. But what I was going to say is that if you use surf right here, you can get to that other patch of land. And then you can walk down there, and there's an item over there you can get as well. But we do not have surf yet. And even if we did... Actually, we do have a Pokemon that can use surf. We have Squidward. So, never mind. I was going to say we don't have a Pokemon that can use surf. Now, we're going to go into this cave here. And look, the Granite Cave. This is actually a new area. And thus we can catch a Pokemon here. Hey you, it gets awfully dark ahead. It'll be tough trying to explore. That guy who came by earlier, Steven I think it was, he knew how to use Flash, so we got to be alright, but well, for us hikers, helping out those that we meet is our motto. Here, I'll pass this on to you. Obtain HM05 Flash. You need Flash to get through in the dark parts of the cave. I mean, you don't need it. You can feel your way through the cave blindly, but that's kind of boring, and I want you guys to see what's going on, so I will use Flash. I'll probably use it on Cacnea, I think. Yeah. Breloom already has an HM, so we won't give it to him. We'll give it to Cacnea. And we'll get rid of... Actually, I really don't want to get rid of any of his moves. This is a decision. I'm going to get rid of Poison Sting. Growth will be a little helpful, I think. So, for now, we're going to get rid of Poison Sting. And yeah, this is a new cave, so we can catch a new Pokemon here. So let's actually do this quickly. Actually, you know what? I don't have any grape. I don't think I can buy Great Balls yet, though, so I don't think it matters. All right, let's go see what Pokemon we can find. I'm actually sorry, guys. I'm actually gonna put Breloom in front because he has the Stun Spore and the Leech Seed, and let's get it in. First Pokemon in the area, and it is a Pelipper. I complained earlier about Wingull, but that's because while I don't like Wingull, Pelipper isn't all that bad. I am worried about the incoming flying move, though. I'm gonna Stun Spore and hope I'm not hit by a flying move. I don't think I will be. And it's paralyzed anyways, so we don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go into Paulina. He's weak to flying as well, but he can take it better than Breloom can. He missed me, that's great. Now I can low kick it, it resists the hit, so that's great. He missed again. Now I'm actually going to go into Scarecrow. Hit it with an Absorb to weaken it yet further. Actually, Absorb may do too much. I'm going to go into Squidward and hit it with that Constrict again. Water Sport weakens the power of fire moves. We're not going to use a fire move against a Pelipper anyway, so I don't really care. Water Gun is actually probably going to do not that much. I thought I'd do more. Even though I'm a water type, I'm part rock, so Water Gun does actually do some damage. And we're getting lucky with these paralyzes here. Let's just hope I don't get a critical hit. Do you think... I'm not going to go for another one. It doesn't look like this thing knows a flying move yet, so I think it's going to be safe to go into Scarecrow to resist the water guns. And now I'm going to throw a Pokeball at it. Pelipper's catch rate isn't ungodly low, so we might be able to catch her with a Pokeball. In case you're wondering, a Premier... Oh, it does have the wing attack. That did nothing. Alright, never mind. We do have the Premier Ball. A Premier Ball is exactly the same as a Pokeball, just colored differently, so it's no better than a Pokeball. There's really not that much point of putting a Premier Ball in the game, really. I'm not quite sure why they did it. Maybe just for that variety. I mean, let's just use it now. I mean, we may get lucky. It may work. No, it didn't work. It's still paralyzed. It still can't move. So we're going to try this Pokeball again. Oh, come on. Yeah, I really can't think of a name for a Pelipper, so if you guys want to leave one in the comments, go ahead. I'm thinking of one as I'm trying to catch it. I was thinking Toucan Sam, but he really isn't a toucan. So that's not much of a nickname. I can't really think of any Pelippers offhand. I mean, not any Pelicans. Are there any famous Pelican cartoons? I think there's... Oh, there we go. We caught Pelipper. Pelipper... It's good that we have a flying Pokemon, because now we have a Pokemon that can use the HM Fly. I was worried we wouldn't get one, because I know a lot of YouTubers often don't get a flying Pokemon. It skims the top of waves as it flies. When it spots prey, it uses its large beak to scoop up the victims in the water. It protects its eggs on its back. And its beak. Wow, I can't read. If we nicknamed a Pelipper, we're gonna name it Bill, because of its big bill. Yeah, that's sad, guys, I know. You guys can come up with a better nickname. And that'll be all for this episode. Next episode, we'll go deeper into the cave and deliver the letter to Steven. Off screen, I will train my Pelipper, my Houndoom, my Ammonite, and my Sneasel. So next episode, you get to see them in use. Until then, later.